Welcome back to another episode of Jak and Daxter on the channel. So, yeah, this area is, again, one of my least favorites. I was thinking about it the other day, though. I took a break from playing for a little while, and now getting back into it. But I had some time to think, and I remembered that there actually was a little bit of what was lacking in, say, the precursor city in this level, and that is environmental storytelling. My buzzword of the channel at this point, but I mean, it's true. Environmental storytelling is like a crucial part of games, in my opinion at least. Alright, so one of the things I didn't enjoy about this level was that I have to go through and kill all of these centipedes with the yellow eco. And I mean, it's pretty straightforward. You just sit on the vent and fire away. Not too crazy, but I don't know. It just wasn't that fun to me. I think because it's not really the way the game was designed to be played. I mean, it is part of the original game design, of course, but what I mean is, this is a third-person adventure game, and now we put first-person shooting elements into it, and they're not really that fleshed out compared to the other elements of the game, and that was what kind of made it less of a thing that I really enjoyed. But here we are. I guess we don't have to do it. Like, there are a lot of things that we don't have to do, because there are many ways to get all of the power cells that we need. But it's one that I remember how to get, so I'm just gonna do it. And yeah, actually I think I can destroy this over here too. Yeah, so that thing is one of the quests that we're meant to do in this place, and it is destroying the dark ego crystals. Alright, so back on the topic of what I just mentioned with the environment in this level. The environment in this level is, as you can see, a cave. We've got some elevators going on. Looks like they're made out of precursor metal, so that's a little bit out of the ordinary. And later on we're going to see something that really brings this area into focus, and will maybe give us an idea of what the sage of this area, Red Sage, what he was probably trying to accomplish by having this place. He's probably the reason that we have these elevators as well. These little platforms that are going all around. Looks like there's just one more of these guys. So that's one less chore. And I mean, I said that that was one of the power cells that I remember very clearly. Ooh, shoot. Oh man, and they respawned. Of course they did. In the end, I think that maybe wasn't actually a power cell. I think it was just to get the rest of these orbs. Oh well. We press on. I don't really... It's still kind of hard for me to navigate this level because of the lack of a map, and I brought that up earlier. As a kid, I always had a really good sense of direction that persisted into my older age. This whole game, there aren't really maps for the areas that we were exploring, and that was a big shortcoming in this game. So, because of that, I'm kinda gonna stick to a script when I'm navigating this area, which is following these platforms and and dying the same exact way, I guess. It's very easy to get lost in this area, and because I'm focused on what I'm trying to say rather than what I'm doing in the game, it's a little bit easier for me to get lost. Normally I'll rely on the map to remind me where I am. Oh my god. Okay. Maybe I'm just gonna speed through this area in the end, because clearly my platforming skills have suffered between when I last picked this game up and right now. Actually, it kind of helps to have the enemies spawning, because it kind of reminds us where we're supposed to be going, in a way. It's also kind of interesting how they interconnected all of these platforms. So, oh my god, please. So you can navigate this whole upper area pretty much just by hopping on and off of the platforms. Whoa. Alright, well. Kind of nice in the sense that you don't have to start from the bottom every time that you want to work your way to the top. You can just kind of navigate your way by those platforms and go to the areas that you might have missed otherwise. But yeah, I'm just going to skip to when I'm at that power cell. It also really doesn't help me that normally the way that I navigate is by also using the camera when I'm playing a third-person game. And because the camera is inverted, it's a little bit more difficult for me to do that. Alright, this is a purpose death. That was on purpose. That wasn't an accident, I promise. Okay, let's go into this hopefully slightly safer area, away from the platforms and the dark eco pool. Over there, there's a crystal. Let's take care of that. I think that would kill us in one hit. We can figure that out later.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it.
Oh. Well, that always gets us in one hit. The floor is dark eco in this case. Normally it's lava. And this is kind of letting us know that there's going to be something over there. Actually, it's unknown to us if these caves were dug out by... Oh man. Wow. That's brutal. Oh, it just skipped us ahead a little bit. Anyways, it's unknown to us if these caves were actually dug out by the red sage, or if they were dug out by the lurkers. And it looks like the lurkers are continuing the mining project, if anything. And this is what they've unearthed. Some kind of precursor relic. And we don't know what it's for. We'll come back to this area in a bit. First, I'm gonna go over here. Oh, gross. Not too difficult to navigate that. It would give you a bit of a boost if we activated the yellow eco vent. But we haven't done that yet. So I might have to come back here later just to get more orbs. Maybe. Right now I only have 90. And there are 4 power cells that we can get from those mining guys. So we're gonna need at least 360 orbs to get all of those. Yeah, that's the strategy with these guys. You can't really power them or power through them because they'll just point their drill and mess you up. But we can wait for that. And we can also fire away at them if we're fast enough. I was not fast enough. If it wasn't for these camera controls, I would be just a little bit faster. Oh, that gives us a ton of orbs. That's nice. No! Oh my god. Okay, I almost fell. But I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't. Spoke far too soon. Green eco doesn't help us much if we're falling off of a ledge and dying in one hit anyways, so yeah. At least they give us a nice... What was I thinking? Alright, there we go. We don't have to high jump on those, we can just... And this will take us up one more level. I used to get confused at this part all the time when I was little, because there are things on all 3 levels here. All 3 levels of this kind of setup that they have. This scaffolding that they built around this precursor statue. And yeah, so now it kind of makes me wonder. Not sure if it's making anybody else curious, but it makes me wonder if this was maybe discovered by Red Sage, and then the lurkers took over his digging process, or if they dug out this whole thing, and maybe that's why they wanted him out of there. But also, what was this even doing here to begin with? In the caves of a volcano. What happened to the precursors when they decided to leave? Did they decide to leave? Or were they forced to leave? And by doing so, they had to hide all of their relics and, well, whatever that is. I had an intrusive thought there. I don't remember if punching sends you flying off the edge, and I wanted to find out, but I didn't do it because I don't want to go through this whole process again. It does help that we get a checkpoint here, but it's still a nuisance having to go there and go back again and again. Wait for the elevators and fight through the drill guys. The drill guys are really kind of like a speed bump of the progression through this level. Oh my god. Why? Alright, and now we're in kind of a 2D platforming now. It still lets us go in 3D directions, which is interesting. But it emphasizes the 2D element. That's kind of cool. No! Oh my god. Okay, well, BRB. Alright, and we're back here. Making our way over here. Nice little power cell grab. And we're at the top of the relic. Music changed up a little bit too. Pretty nice. I saw something over here. Yeah, little fly guy over there. I think we can, Yep, perfect. I keep on forgetting the camera is reversed, and it keeps on messing me up. Looks like there's some stuff over there too. We'll check that out next. Save myself from some fall damage there. Oh, there we go. There's a platform here. It's gonna take us down. Oh man, gotta time it? That's rough. It's over here. Oh, it was a trap. That's just like a slide, I guess. Well, at least now that we know that that's there, we can just jump down nice and smooth. And yeah, I think the goal here is to finish this little... finish this little obstacle course before your blue eco runs out. And the challenge is to get all of the precursor orbs while you are trying to do it in a time limit. But once you get the precursor orbs anyways, it doesn't really matter. No! You can't switch his direction when he's on the pole. So if you're not facing the direction that he has more momentum when you jump, he just falls down. Oh my god. It makes sense, but like... Oh my god, like... It makes sense, but like, let me switch directions, you know? Maybe there is a way to do that, I just never tried it, so I don't even know if it's possible. Okay, well... Alright. We did it. Nice, Dax. I think that's a new one. I don't remember seeing that one yet. Alright. Back down here. No map, man. Like, I don't even know where we are right now. I lost my sense of direction while we were down there. And now, I gotta go back and beat him up. Careful with the jumps here. Now we're back in this main room. I don't remember how many other side rooms there are, but it's one or two more. And one of them is right over here, indicated by this torch over here. Very nicely placed. We're just gonna head on in here. Blow up that crystal over there so we don't have to walk all the way over there. And now we're in this very precarious pool of dark eco. How lovely. And it looks like there are two directions we can go.
Great!
One of them being directly into the pool. But yeah, our shadow really helps us out here. What? Our shadow really helps us out here because it shows us that we are right above the little platform. Okay, nice. Made it. Wasn't quite sure how to position that jump, but we made it. Touch. Oh, get out of there. Okay, nice. And we gotta hop back over. Okay, thank you for doing that. You'll notice the eco kind of sloshes around too. Kind of cool effect. Makes it not just a, you know, a plain texture on the ground that you disappear into. It makes it actually look like a menacing liquid. And not too worried about that spider. Oh. This was also kind of a neat thing that they did. Shadows and lighting were a little bit of a different deal back in the day. Wait, what? I thought I heard a power cell. Oh, it's up here. Okay, cool. That's kind of nice that they did that. Prevent you from not being able to reach it at the bottom of the water there. Hey, alright! That's a good number of power cells. Anyways, yeah, so even today, developers kind of struggle to make the perfectly dark room. It always ends up looking kind of weird, or the shadows cascade weirdly on the character, or the limited lighting that exists there cascades slightly weirdly on the character, and it ends up being a little bit less realistic than maybe they want it to be. However, somehow, in this game, they got shadows that move differently when they're in the light, or at least when we're right next to it. And even this effect that we're generating here by activating these crystals, it's pretty convincing. It lights up kind of a radius around it, and although it doesn't have the casted shadow effect on objects that are still, it does give the feeling of lighting up a dark area. And that's pretty cool that they were able to achieve that. Alright, now we're back where we started. Cool. And that finishes up that little area. And I think there's one more area we can go to. How are we gonna get out of here? Maybe we can just... Yep. That worked. Alright, not gonna question it. Whoa! Well, anyways, it did get us back to where we were. I just sneezed and maxed out my voice, and now my voice isn't working. Just a second, it's gonna equilibrate in a minute. I really should start doing some, like, vocal warm-ups or something before I record. I think it would help me out a lot, especially since my voice is kind of fickle when it comes to speaking over a long period of time. And I tend to, not sure if this breaks the illusion or anything, but I tend to record 5 or 6 episodes at a time. I think that brings us back to the entrance. Don't want to go there just yet. What else can I do in here? Shoot the gnawing lurkers and free 7 scoutflies. Oh, my bad. I thought that the yellow eco vent was here. Now this may be hard to believe, but I think I was wrong. Alright, anyways, we're gonna do this, my least favorite task, and we're gonna try to shoot all the gnawing lurkers. I hate this. I hate this so much. But we're gonna do it. And I'm just gonna speed through it. And we'll have it done and over with, and I won't have to worry about it anymore. Oh, alright. I guess I did remember that we killed some of them. Not sure if I'm allowed to say that on YouTube. Even though we're talking about these monsters. But in the end, what is a monster? Okay, now I'm taking it a little too far, I guess. That may actually make it a little bit weirder to say that on YouTube. Anyways, not worried about it. We finished them off. We got 220 orbs. How many are in here? 24 more? Nah, not worried about it. How do I get out of here? Oh man, this is what I was worried about. I think it's this way. Nope. As you can see, I was wrong. Now, maybe hard to believe, but sometimes even I am wrong. Just kidding. In my real life, I'm wrong like 60% of the time, maybe 70. I try my best, but I always second guess things before I talk about them, or before I say them, and then sometimes I change my mind before I say something, and as it turns out, I would have said the right thing, and then I say the wrong thing. All because I second-guessed myself. One of the wonderful things about overthinking is that many times, most times, overthinking something is going to cause you to make the wrong decision. Whether it's something you're talking about, or taking a test, or just answering a question in general. Overthinking is going to mess up your day. I would even stretch as far as to say that overthinking may be the source of most people's anxiety. And I mean, that's the thing, you know, I don't know for sure, so I'm not gonna speak it as gospel, but it is definitely the source of my anxiety. Every time that I'm uncertain about something, or there's some kind of outcome that I can't wait to see, anytime there's anything uncertain that I depend on, and I really want to see the outcome of it, I get a little bit anxious. I wonder what that is, if that's where we were or where we're going. I think it's where we're going next, because this thing over here, I think that's the lava tube, and then that's where we're going next. Yeah, that makes sense. Whoa, and these lurkers are just hanging out over here. Snowy boys. And the thing that is rough about those is that they are gonna keep on popping up out of the snow. They spawn indefinitely. Which is great if we want to get a lot of green eco, but it's bad if we're trying to retain our health. Oh, those guys. I don't remember what is so special about them. I think they just have like a super annoying attack or something. But yeah. Oh man. These guys are gonna follow us around. This level is very difficult. It makes it more enjoyable to me, even though it's a little bit difficult to navigate. It's definitely a challenge. Not for reasons like that. This, I think I'm just, like, because of the camera controls, I'm okay. Now it just sounds like I'm making excuses. But see, that jump's not hard to make. It's just, they have an added challenge of the floor becoming a little bit slippery when there's ice. And they kind of push the limits of the platforming in this game. Oh man. It makes you need to use skills like that a little bit more. There was less of that in the following games. They actually de-emphasized the roll jump in later games for whatever reason. Maybe because it's kind of hard to direct it. Like, I'm sure you're seeing me have the issue with now in instances like this, where it's dependent on having the length of the jump as well as the direction of it. But the double jump and spin pretty much resolves that issue as well, so it's not terribly necessary, I guess. Oh man, these guys can platform. That's something I didn't remember. I wonder what these things even are. We have to jump up on top of them to deactivate them, but it just seems to be like a blue eco shield of a sort. those guys are so annoying. They're so small. They just kind of hop around. Ooh, ready go. I don't think we've had one of those yet. It doesn't really do anything for our platforming abilities, but it does give us an extra little bit of oomph in our attacks. Will we need it later? Not sure. Perhaps. Oh, maybe for this. Oh, that can actually hurt us. Well. Oh, maybe for that guy, huh? Yeah, okay. I see now. So the red eco helps us destroy his shield. Interesting. And I think we just need to stop them from breaking free these precursor pots, I guess? Can't say for certain what those are. But, I don't know. Precursor pots, I guess. It's a little bit difficult to say where I should go next. There are many paths to go down. Many power cells that we can get. And I think we need 75. I'm not totally sure. Right now we have 72. And we're 72% of the way through the game. Whoa, I forgot about that. That's pretty cool, actually. They, oh, okay. They put ice on the bridge, so your platforming has an added element of challenge to it. Alright. Pretty straightforward. Whoa. No! Oh my god. Will we make it in time? Oh, well. Oh well. I'll try that again. Not so much the case with this bird, which is called a flut-flut. I don't remember if they say that explicitly in this game, or if they just mentioned it in another game, but, yeah, that's what it's called. Whoa, 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 I should have waited. Oh, man. Okay. Speed up one more time. There we go. And the last one, where all of them are changing elevation, I believe, or they're just moving around. This one's arguably much easier. In before I fall. Alright, and on our first try as well. To another power cell. Interesting. Looks like they built a fort up there. Oh man, I thought that was gonna crush us. I don't know why. Of course they wouldn't do that to us. And then we can ride this back, I believe. Oh, thank God. It was going so slow, I thought it was gonna go back that whole way at that speed. But thankfully it didn't. Oh, there's another guy over here. The only way to stop him is to have some red eco of our own. So we can do that. We're the hero of eco. With the power of eco and anime on our sides, there's nothing that we can't accomplish. And we got one of those. If only we had anime. These guys look like they have more of the power of anime on their sides than us. Actually, come to think of it, Daxter does kind of look like an anime character. So maybe we do have the power of anime on our sides. Yes! It's exactly what we needed! And if I die here, then it shall be known that anime was not, in fact, on our side. If I die before the end of this episode, then it shall be known. I don't even know how much longer I should go with this episode. We are... well, I'm quite a ways into recording right now. Oh, well... oh no!
I was right behind you, Jack! Really? I was.
Alright, well, I've been recording for quite a while, and a little bit of that is going to be backtracking and speeding up the video because of my own lack of skill. But we will pick up from here in the next episode, and we'll find out what's going on in this fort. And we'll find out, do we, in fact... well, no, we found out we don't have the power of anime on our sides. Daxter really let us down here. But that doesn't mean that we can't find the power of anime along the way. And is that not more powerful than having had it the whole time? Find out next time. Thanks for joining, and have a great day. We'll see you on the next episode. Bye.